Hey, let's go. Hey, I'm podcasting here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Happy time zones, depending on where in the world you're watching us from. I am AJ from Brooklyn, and that has nothing to do with what goes on in this chapter. So, this is also Miss Meg Mon.
It's me, Maggie-o.
Guys, I'm running out of ways to start these shows. Okay, you gotta bear with me here. Welcome to episode 34 of the Code Crown Podcast Mini. Our dive into Digimon Seekers. This is chapter 3-2, and again, it's another short one, but this is possibly the most human chapter we've had since the story started.
Yeah.
This is just 4 people, 3 of which are family, and
just on a lunch break,
just
chilling out.
Yeah, taking the mick out of each other. So it picks up directly from where last 3-1 left off, or 3-2, and
Saya had just brought in food.
Yeah.
Saya for the feral beasts.
Yeah. She gives them some stick.
Yeah.
And she had also brought Kosuke a change of clothes. And Yulin gives out to her for doing that. Why are you bringing him clothes?
And then 2 seconds later, Yueling gives out to him.
Yeah. So we've been kind of on this thing about how the names and the consistency between said names is a little rough.
Nope.
I know Mirror's doing that thing again. We've been kind of on this little I don't want to say we're nitpicky about it, but the story is not consistent about how some of these characters are supposed to be named. And I want to show that off. I want to show that off because not even 2 sentences later, so, well,
window capture.
Yeah. So I do want to show this, right? So so this is the web page, right? And the assistant professor's daughter, and Shu Yulin herself, right?
And just above that, it says Yulin as well.
It does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just go back to it there.
Oh, it does. It says Yulin.
Yulin's close friend, and Shu Yulin herself.
Right. So this is how we were initially introduced to her. Right.
That's her name on the character page.
That's her name on the character page. And then not even, you skip past the picture and sentence 1, sentence 2, it goes back to Yueling. And at this point, I'm ready for the trading card. Oh, wait, you can't see. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. There. Sentence 2, after the image, Yueling. And at this point, I'm waiting for the trading card.
Yeah.
Because it will confirm one of these spellings.
She'll have XU Yulin.
Oh, it will, won't
Instead of Shu Yulin or Yueling.
This is why Shu Chong has 3 names. That's what'll happen. She'll end up with some magical third spelling somehow. And it is going to be, it'll be Shu instead of XU. It'll be the SHUU and then Yueling. Digimon, why? Why can you not just stick to a spelling?
If it's on the card, that makes it the official one, right?
Yeah, you would hope so.
Yeah.
Until we get reprint pack 2 in 6 months and they change her again.
Spelling again.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to just get that out of the way because I know it sounds like we're beating a dead horse on this.
They keep doing it.
And I feel like they won't learn their lesson until we, unless we do it. So I think Digimon content creators, anybody is covering this anymore. Needs to treat
Bandai. We should just go into the chapters and screenshot it and go between
Like
This many words, you spelled it differently twice.
Yeah, like we, and I don't mean we. I mean, when I say we, I mean collectively as content creators, shamed Bandai into getting Ryusenji to stop stroking his Madoki Betamon.
Yeah.
So they've
Not
shown
stroking.
that
He fingered it.
So, yeah.
We still have that screenshot somewhere.
Yeah. So, if they've proven they can do it once, they can do it again.
We're just gonna go, what the hell is her name?
Yeah. So, like, I feel like we just need to sort of treat Bandai like a dog and just continue with the spray bottle until it learns its lesson. No, bad Bandai, bad translation. Bad translation. But yeah, anyway.
At least the rest of the translation is better, I suppose. But if you have a character name, you have a character name. Give it its own spelling and stick to it.
So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out because, it doesn't change. It's not like it hurts or interferes.
It sounds like there's two different characters in the room.
Yeah, there's that, right? There's it looks like it can sometimes come across like there's two different characters in the room because that happened with somebody else as well early on, and they went back and fixed it. Maybe it was Eiji.
Oh, it was Eiji talking to someone, but the lines were all mixed up.
Yeah.
So it looked like Eiji was talking to himself.
Something like that. Yeah. Right, but right, so it makes it look like there's more characters in the room, bar the 4 that we see on screen here. But also, it also looks like there's 2 different people going in and writing this.
Yeah.
And they're correcting each other's mistakes.
Yeah, they're fighting over it. They're like, no, I'm writing
I'm in control of the Google Doc. No, yeah. I'm in control of the Google Doc.
Just before it gets printed, they go in and change one before it gets posted. Well, I said printed, but know what I mean.
Yeah, well, publish.
Publish,
yeah.
That's the word I was looking
for.
So,
Bandai, be better, yeah?
Yeah.
It's so much to ask. Just be better. That's gonna be
one name.
It's one name, but it's gonna be the it is also Friday the 13th as you're listening to this, dear viewer. The title for this episode is Yulin or Yueling.
Yeah.
You decide. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. I've got a bit in mind. You won. Who's next? You decide. Epic. Doesn't know what they're doing.
That worked very good.
Yeah, thank you.
You're doing all the voice work today.
Oh, I know. But even when I'm not on, I'm on. It is a problem. I admit it's a problem.
Need to get you a switch on your back.
I know.
Just
don't install the one that sets me to evil, Krusty. Hi, kids. Wanna die? Pulls a knife out of hammer space or some nonsense. Yeah. But yeah, so Saya brings lunch for everybody, for the feral animals, and she brings clothes for Kosuke, and Yulin gives out to her for bringing Kosuke a spare set of clothes, and she's like, oh, it was on my way. And then she's like, and Yulin's like, yeah, but you're not his mother. You shouldn't be looking after him. It's like, no, I'm his wife. And that immediately changes the atmosphere in the room.
Yeah.
Because we were positing only a couple of days ago recording 3-2.
Yeah.
We're doing 3-3 now.
A girlfriend.
That they were at least in a relationship. They were boyfriend and girlfriend kind of thing. But no, they are just straight up married.
Married, yeah.
So Ryusenji suddenly becomes Tartarus's father-in-law.
Yeah.
And that changes the whole dynamic of this story.
Yeah. He 100% knows who Tartarus is.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And he knows what he's up to. He just wants insider information, I suppose.
I guess, yeah, because he knows
either that,
because they're both looking for this Black Agumon. So Ryusenji's like, oh, okay, well, I'll find out what you're up to. I'll bet my own way.
Yeah, or either that, or he's kind of recruited Eiji to help.
Yeah,
maybe he's realized that he can help by doing this with that Digimon or whatever.
Possibly.
Like he got Loogamon, and he's one of the three, and he kind of went, I'll just send him over to him and pretend it's something else so he doesn't think I'm helping or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he won't accept help, so he's doing it another way.
Possibly. I'm still waiting for the big reveal now that Ryu Senji is actually the head of the Sons of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And this has all been one long con. Like, I'm still waiting for that reveal now, because this relationship really does change the dynamic of things, especially since we know Saya seems to get, just based on the trailer, seems to get aligned to the Black Agumon, and maybe it's Digicore.
Yeah, because
she's DMIA.
Yeah, she's the body in the lab. So.
Yeah. But like, so they're eating away, and they're talking about their research in the digital world and everything. And Yulin is now like, oh, I'm the spare prick at a wedding here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I am the fourth wheel of it. Like, this is a family dinner, and I'm just here.
Yeah.
But I think like Ryu Senji, I think, sort of cottons onto this, and like they starts talking about how they want to turn this like Digimon, I don't want to say hunting, but this it is research, yeah, into like a business, and they want to take it legitimate, and they're going to need funding for that. So Ryu Senji wants Yulin to be the one to speak to investors and get money. Yeah. And Yulin's like, I don't know if I'm the best person for this. I got brought home by the police there the other night because they thought I was underage and out past my curfew. Also, even though I was born Japanese and my father is a resident, my mother is and gets cut off.
Yeah.
Even though, like, we know it's not a secretive thing, they mentioned it. They've already said she's half Chinese.
Yeah.
But they bring up the idea that Yulin like might be afraid that the Japanese government would start doing background checks because they might see her as a spy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, they went there.
Yeah.
Like, because that is a thing. Like, that
is a thing, yeah.
That is a thing, and like,
it's the same as the Irish going to England and everyone assuming they were, you know,
part
criminals
of the
or
yeah. Like, so I do like that they have this like grounded element to everything.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of what added to my enjoyment of this chapter, was just because
like it's slice of life, but there's some realistic and slightly heavy stuff going on in it.
Yeah. You know, and it's still Digimon. Like, it's still, you know, there's still Digimon silliness. Like, Ryu Senji's like, oh, maybe, you know, these Digimon, they don't live long enough for us to really research them. But maybe we can breed them and train them and raise them. Oh my god, Ryu Senji is actually creating V-Pets here. And then he brings up this amphibian Digimon, and I'm like,
oh, we know who that is.
It's a Betamon, isn't it?
It's its favorite.
Yeah.
He's sitting there stroking the screen. All the numbers. Can't wait till you're real.
They make Ryu Senji out to be such a creep.
It was
taking everything I had to not be like, oh, you're gonna get such a diddling. He's gonna diddle and fiddle that Betamon. Madoki
Betamon's gonna what was Hairbrains? Was it Hairbrain? Wrote that book?
How I got diddled and fiddled, yeah. Which means something completely different in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, something completely different. So, you know, and that's kind of it. They're talking about their research and their plans, and like,
because they can get all this funding and all that because the university wants to help start businesses and stuff like that, or support startups and stuff.
And because they're building this new campus and they're so like restrictive on the funding, they are going there is budget for new startups, like for everything,
rather than a department in the college. If it's a business like that, they can, you know, they'll be able to make profit, I guess,
yeah,
somehow, however that works.
Yeah, well, you know, it's typical, you know, like, we'll loan you, and I'm talking purely in euros here because I know conversions wouldn't really sound like much, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you 50 grand to start your business.
Yeah.
And you're going to pay me back over X amount of years, and I get a 2.5% stake in your business.
Yeah.
And that's how the college continues to make its money. So you know. But
Yeah, using the Digimon and all that. Like he's built this electronics company
yeah,
out of it. So
and then you've
they
got
have the technology, they have all this networking stuff, So there's potential there. And then we see later on that it really worked out.
Oh yeah, it worked
He's
out.
one of the most powerful men
in the world.
Yeah.
Like
basically.
not even just like the head of the corporation.
He
like
advises the American army.
Yeah.
Never mind Japan.
He basically weaponizes the police to fight Digimon crime. like
So we know how Yulin got her job anyway.
Well, I was just about to touch on that because Saya then says to Kosuke, what are you gonna do? You don't have enough points to graduate yet or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, oh well, I can still stay here for another few years, and does he say he might not graduate at all?
Yeah, he says, or I might not even bother, basically.
Yeah.
And then Ryosenji is
like, oh, I'll hire you anyway, don't worry.
Yeah. And then what does Yulin say? Like, well, that's some attitude for an educator to have.
Professor.
Yeah.
I love it. I really do. This is
just having banter and just...
This is like one of my favorite chapters so far.
Yeah.
It's short, it's sweet, but there's so much life and personality in it.
Yeah, we're just getting like a glimpse into the original team, basically.
Ooh.
And how it all kicked off, and
this is
how
the
it
Wild
ended
Bunch.
Up. Yeah,
Looking at it from a tamer's perspective, this is the Wild Bunch.
Yeah.
And that's this is just it's just nice and homely. I'm actually gonna be sad when we go back to Eiji. Because he's just sobbing in bed right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just sobbing in bed, and then someone's gonna knock on his door, and then everyone's gonna be angry and depressed because Saya's gone. Right now, it's all happy and happily married, and
that's it. The next couple of weeks of this are going to be really,
I like that Ryosenji was it said something like he was smiling at the domestic bliss in front of him or something. It was the way we read it first. We thought he was the one going, "You're not his mother."
Yeah, I did.
He's disapproving, is he? But no, that was Yulin.
Yeah,
or Yueling.
One of them.
Yulin is her friend. Yueling is the one who gives out.
Yeah, Yulin is the short-haired one. Yueling is the long-haired one.
Maybe that's how they'll explain their way out of it. Oh yeah, when she became head of this or that, she changed the spelling of her name to be more Japanese or something. That doesn't mean you have to spell it that way, though.
No. I wouldn't even mind when we get the trading card in a couple of months if it said Yueling Zhu.
Yeah.
But if it says Yulin Shu, all right, cool. I just want them to pick one at this point.
Yeah.
But there's not really a whole lot else to this one. Again, it's just nice and cozy.
Yeah, I
like the family having dinner and bantering.
Yeah, I like the little bit where it says Saya when she's talking about. She's not like, oh, Dad says this and Dad says.
Oh
this.
Yeah.
She changes it to the professor because they're in work and they're,
Yeah. Or her brain sort of almost has to flip a coin instinctively to know which, because she kind of goes back and forth between the terms as well.
Yeah, depends on what context she's talking about him.
Yeah.
Even while he's in the room. But you kind of have to do that. Like if your dad is the boss, you can't be going, "Oh, well, my dad said this,"
Yeah, because you
have to say Mr. Whoever, because
then you look like
whoever.
Because then you just look like a nepo baby.
Yeah.
So,
but she seems to be fairly clever in her own right.
Yeah.
Even Yulin was saying that she's got more
accomplishments than she does.
Yeah. So she's smart and techie and.
Yeah. I
mean, they're all reading this code as images. It's like, when people are looking at the Matrix and they can see what it looks like, but we're just like, that's green floating on a screen.
Yeah.
How do you see what that is?
It's just really good, and I'd love to know. I'd love to get to know these versions of the characters a bit longer. I don't think we're going to spend the entire of entirety of chapter 3 on them.
No,
Like-
we know it goes back to Eiji because he's in the trailer.
Yeah, so what do you think? Like, I don't want to like start prophesizing too much, but do you think maybe 3-4 then is like they've set the business up? Then 3-5 is they're testing
Yeah.
the mind link for the first time, and
And
then
the next one will probably be the DMIA.
yeah, so they might get 6 or 7
Mm.
segments of these, and then we're gonna go back to Eiji and Leon and all that stuff for like 8 through
'Cause
12 or
when-
whatever.
When Kosuke was at that gate and they couldn't open it because they only had the one Digimon,
Yeah,
Saya was already lost by then.
she was already lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get
So
that.
I think it's kind of leading back to that then.
Yeah.
So it started with that, and now we're jumping backwards to get to that point again.
Yeah. You're
And the
probably
big-
wondering how I got here.
Mm. So then after that, I feel like then it'll kick in back into Eiji and what's happening with Leon, because it's the same thing that's happened now.
Yeah,
He's gone
history's kind
DMA
of
and all
repeating
that, yeah.
itself. Yeah.
So yeah, but that's kind of it. Yeah,
Like this, yeah.
there's not much else to talk about really. And you said there's no more art this week.
No, I'll double check if anything's been posted in the meantime, but in the like 2 days since our last recording, I do not believe there's been any new art. So let me go back here.
Nope, nothing.
What is that? Been 3 chapters now since the last art update.
I think so. Yeah.
Intermission, maybe. So 2. No, this is 3-3. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'd have to go back to the intermission maybe for when.
Yeah. Go to Apple's page and see if they've made this one.
Oh yeah, to see if there was
'Cause
like
that's
the full image of the.
We'll come back to this next time it says. So maybe there's a full image. I don't know. Apple making any Seekers art? Yeah, that one. And Bergermon. Oh, that's someone else's art.
Oh yeah, they're prices. Oh,
Oh, it's an Angoramon and a Lotmon. Okay.
Yeah, retweeted from someone else.
Yeah.
Eiji, Loogamon. Like this should be on the website.
It should.
And this went up
bring that up,
this went
yeah.
up 2 days ago, so
That should be there by now, yeah. Maybe it'll be in the next lot, but
oh
wow. It's big.
but he's so happy.
Yeah.
Look at them.
The one with come on, do the blip.
They do the blip.
The meat.
I love that the artist has captured the Tyrannomon's personalities.
Yeah, I love that they're always 3 different Tyrannomon.
Yeah.
Like they always have different energies about them.
Yeah, like there's goofy, there's happy, and then there's just
Yeah. Well, he's extra happy now because he got meat.
Yeah. It's a really nice piece of art.
And he's holding a bone. He's got it.
Oh,
up.
that is by Apple.
That is by Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
yeah.
that's not even a retweet from someone else. That's
Yeah.
um
Interesting.
so maybe that'll be up on when 3-4 goes live.
I hope so. It's lovely.
Spooky Lilymon.
That's cute.
Aw.
No.
Aw. Oh, the color, yeah. Fact or fiction?
That's cool.
It's still showing up for chat, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Was it the app still being the greatest app in the world? Oh wow.
Wow. My F7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imperial Dramon by Apple.
Oh, look.
Oh, a little Bancho Leomon.
That's adorable.
Dramon, Lilymon, Angoramon. No, Simbar Angoramon.
Hmm.
The other one was Simbar as well.
Yeah.
Before somebody
I
calls
just-
us out, I just
yeah.
call them all Angoramon. Oh, that's cute.
That's cute.
But no, it doesn't look like that Eiji one has been followed up on.
No.
Oh, we've seen that.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, I think
I think we're down to where we've. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I think we have a comment from Ali,
Yes.
and then I guess we can just wrap up. There's nothing else. I don't have any housekeeping. We're back on the 18th with the live show. Back to Digimon Cross Wars.
Yeah.
Episodes. Oh boy. 45, 46, and 47.
Yeah.
So check us out live. And before that, we'll have Seekers 3-4, our thoughts and review on that up. Before we're back on that. So let me see. Comments.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a big one. Okay. Where are my glasses?
Would you like mine?
Yeah, they're about the same intensity. So that will do me grand. For the couple of minutes it'll take to go through this.
Go to Specsavers.
Okay.
Are they too strong?
Yeah, they're actually these ones. Oh, these are your new ones. Yeah, these are
Yeah.
a bit stronger than I.
The other ones are in there, I think.
Look, I'm here now. So, Ali, thank you for commenting as always. Well, when I read 3-2, it made me think of the title of the novel, which is Seekers. Seekers means that multiple people are seeking. With Eiji seeking intel about Kosuke to give to the professor, makes him kind of sus. Sorry for that. Well, I mean, we've been saying that all along, haven't we?
Yeah.
The professor is sus. Throw him out the airlock. While Yulin, no, is that Yulin or Yueling? Is seeking Kosuke and probably Eiji to put them in prison. Then Kosuke is searching for the source code, which is another
Another Chinese exclusive Digimon mobile game.
Yeah.
It is not released yet. Kosuke is trying to pirate an unreleased mobile game. Kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing that was coming out because, well, yeah,
Because we won't get it.
so yeah, basically, so I just haven't been keeping tabs on it and trying to
Yeah.
play the last one that came out. I can't even remember the name of it. Like getting the APK for that and trying to install it on my
Yeah.
phone, it was a bloody nightmare.
Mm.
You know, because you either have to go deep to find the APK, or you have to sign up for like Weibo,
Mm.
and I'm just like, I don't have time for this.
Mm.
Like I tried to play it, and it's like, oh, it's neat that I can watch the anime through the app.
Yeah.
You know, they had like the first season or two like in there. I think you have to unlock them as you go. But I'm like, I'm not playing this enough to find out if that's worth the payoff.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they're getting another mobile game, and meanwhile, here in the West, we're just like, so what's happening after Survive?
Yeah. Rise is dead, so.
Yeah, like Bandai China or whoever's pumping these games out, they seem to care for this franchise more than Bandai Japan or even America do.
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, with chapter 3, it's being mostly boring. I thought I'd just do. You're gonna do some seeking about the
Yeah.
meaning of the character names. Eiji means prosperity or peace. Well, I could not find anything with Nagasumi. Okay. Yulin means
With shoe.
with Chu, it means a weak or excellent. I think excellent fits better. While I could not find anything about Yulin, I tried with Yueling, and it gave results as a young person or youngster.
She's an excellent youngster.
Yeah, she could still certainly pass for one anyway. Tamahime, Satsuki means early moon, kind of random, while Tamahime means jewel princess. Yeah, so she's a moon. Yeah, they did make a joke about that, like about the because they made like an egg princess joke because Tama means egg and Hime means princess. So they did kind of make their own joke about that.
Is that when her and Eiji were talking about names, and then she was like, "Wait, shut up! You're a criminal."
Yeah.
She realized she was talking too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk too much. You never shut up. Kosuke just means rising sun.
Okay.
Fair enough. Professor Tomonori means friend or benevolent, kind of on the nose to make him seem like a good guy, while Ryusenji had no meaning. All I could find it was a name of
a palace.
A palace. Okay, fair enough. Well, Ryu would be dragon. Senji, and I guess you're just breaking down Sen and G then. So I'm sure there is something. I'm sure there's hidden meaning in the names somewhere.
Yeah, they could be just where they slap two words together.
Yeah.
And shorten both of them.
Portmanteau.
That's the one.
Because media likes to do that. It likes to pretend names exist by just mashing stuff together. Saya means sand, while in India means shelter. No idea why I thought that was important to include. Well, I don't know. I don't know if sand is going to come up.
Kosuke's shelter.
Yeah.
He'd be out in the rain if it wasn't for her.
And then she slipped through their fingers like sand. See, it's all coming together.
There you go.
Then I tried with the American characters. Leon surprisingly means man's defender, one who assists men, or warrior, which is fitting in chapter 2. Marvin means sea friend. Might hint at Airdramon was a Betamon, or Megadramon might become Metal Seedramon with Dorumon Sons of Chaos Dim hinting that on the evolution. Possibly. At the same time, there is something funny to me about Airdramon being like dragon with bone helmet like a Cubone, turning into Megadramon, which is dragon with like gun arm, turning into water snake. There's just something funny to me about him losing his wings and being a swimmer. Yeah. I'm like, oh, really? But yeah, those evolution lines are all so interchangeable.
Oh, so it's kind of like when who turns into Superior? Servine. But it turns out Superior does have arms.
They're just behind
his back.
But they're tiny little leaves, so you may as well not.
Yeah, but it's funny because everyone was like, he must get so sad because he loses his arms.
Do you know what I only noticed recently? One of the differences between Golem and a Lowland Golem. A Lowland Golem's arms are just nubs.
I've not noticed that.
No, neither did I. And then once I seen it, I was like, oh, I can't unsee this. They are just nubs compared to regular Golem.
When I look at Golem, he reminds me, those white footballs that everyone has that are always just battered?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like one of those.
Yeah.
Because the stitching is always like real thick on them, so that looks like all the holes in his body.
Yeah.
And then because you never see a new one of those footballs.
No.
They're always just battered to shit. So he just looks like the outline. I think
the factory just makes them battered from the get-go.
Like, I've never seen a brand new one.
But also, just on the topic of Golem, there was something as well that I never questioned. Why does he lose 2 of his arms?
Yeah, I don't know.
Should the evolutions have been swapped?
Maybe.
Like, should Geodude have evolved into Golem, and then Golem explodes, and that's why he's more
Yeah.
rugged and raggedy, and that's why he's got
Yeah.
extra arms and like,
Like the middle stage is more of a, I
like
don't want to say
imagine
a cocoon because
like
he's made of rock, but
imagine Machamp evolving to Machoke.
yeah, like it just,
Pokemon are weird, man.
yeah.
Digimon makes sense by comparison sometimes. Because cat head to dog to cat
Mm,
to angel to dragon.
mm.
Perfect sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the same time, Marvin also means Great Lord, and Megadramon might become Chaos Dramon, the leader of Crack Team. Ooh. I would say don't take any of this seriously. Few of the info might be false from Google, or that the writers did not take seriously when naming any names, at least compared to Hirohiko Araki. Right.
It is interesting though to think about the names.
Oh yeah,
'Cause sometimes they can have meanings.
sometimes like you do wonder if there's like hints in there,
Mm,
like what are you setting up? Like is a name a red herring to throw us off, or to
mm.
make us think that something is going to happen when it won't? Like are you laying breadcrumbs that won't amount to anything?
Mm,
Okay, so Hirohiko Araki is the JoJo mangaka.
mm.
And well, every JoJo is named after an 80s band, aren't they? Or their attacks are, at least, or whatever. Um that's why
No, some of
all
them have names like Rio Speedwagon as a person.
yeah, that's why all the names got changed in English,
Mm,
because, well, copyright. Can you imagine
mm,
Sony Studios coming after you because your manga uses the same name as The Cure
mm,
or something? I don't think anyone would go after anyone for The Cure, but it was the first thing that came to mind.
mm.
I'm sorry.
And I literally just said Rio Speedwagon out loud.
Yeah, that might be why.
I was never sure how I felt about the ending to that show when I was watching it because it was Walk Like an Egyptian
mm,
and it was all like the ending was all like very Egypt. You know what I mean? And I'm
yeah.
just like, ooh.
Yeah, not sure if like.
Mm,
But yeah, so that's kind of everything.
yeah, nothing else to
I
talk
yeah,
about.
no, I
Just
genuinely don't. There's no more.
like it seems to just be a linear story right now.
Yeah.
So next week is just going to continue on from there. They set up the company.
Mm,
They get started with what they're doing with the mind linking and all that.
yeah.
They
You made an observation earlier that I think is worth kind of putting out there.
oh before we were recording, I said
Yeah,
yeah.
before we were recording. That it might just, sorry, I'm kind of like trying to catch my breath constantly. This flu just will not go away.
Mm,
So apologies if I'm a bit staggered. One thing that is really helping this chapter is the bronze coloration of the images.
yes, it looks like sepia tone or
Which,
sepia tone. Yeah,
yeah,
however you
which
pronounce
is
that.
really good because we're
'Cause-
basically in the middle of a giant flashback.
yeah, so it's like we're getting like old photographs of them, or
Yeah,
yeah,
compared to like chapter one's everything is blue, or chapter two's everything is green.
Yeah, it's
Um,
really. I don't know if it was because you said the dim card and all that is the same color as
yeah,
well.
the dim card for the Digipolice is going to be like brown or bronze, and
Yeah,
the Sons of
so
Chaos one is going to be purple.
yeah, so I don't know if it was on purpose that they went with
Oh, chapter
brown
four is
for
going to be
the.
purple. Be a nice color.
Yeah,
I just hope it doesn't look too much like chapter one's everything is blue.
yeah.
Depends on the purple they use.
Mm.
But
I think it's the purple that's like above your head
I was
right now.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking that. Yeah,
yeah. The purple that was in Marvin's hair.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if it was on purpose that they went. Like, did they make the artwork in sepia tone first and then go, oh, well, we make the doom card that color?
Yeah.
But it worked out.
Yeah, they do seem to have a specific color wheel for the protagonists.
Mm.
I mean, Pulsemon is just green because, well, Pulsemon.
Yeah.
But um, Loogamon is blue, so Eiji got the blue dim card.
Mm.
The Digipolice are bronze or brown for whatever reason. I guess
Ryudomon, kind of.
Ryudomon, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of browny. He's like
Yeah,
furry,
it's probably
isn't
for
he? Yeah.
Ryudomon. Yeah, you're probably right there. And then purple for the Sons of Chaos because of Dorumon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, but it really worked out in this chapter because it's all flashbacks. So
Yeah, no,
looks old.
and the images look nicer for the color as well.
Mm.
Some of the images in chapter two particularly just looked
Yeah, it can
kind of
be hard
awkward in the
to.
green.
Yeah, it can be hard to look at some of them.
Yeah.
Because the tone just doesn't work in it.
No. But I think that's where we finish up.
Yeah.
So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in for this mini-sode. We'll be back in a few days when 3-4 releases.
Mm.
And be sure to join us for the live show. Again, Digimon Cross Wars is back on the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
And the end of that week, we'll be diving into... so Sunday the 22nd, we shall be diving into episodes 47, 48, and 49 of Digimon Tamers.
Yeah.
So definitely look forward to it. We've got a lot of ground to cover before the big move.
Mm.
So we're gonna be rolling around at the speed of sound. Maybe. Oh no, I'm out of my chair.
Oh no.
Get back. Get back.
Ah, panic.
There we go. Sorry, I got too excited. But yeah, all right, well guys, look, enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yeah,
The
next
show
Wednesday. Well, no, Seekers should come out. The next Seeker should come out before that.
Well, live show usually goes up on the Wednesday. No, sorry, the Seekers recording usually goes up before the live show.
Yeah, so I mean, so
on Wednesdays.
on Wednesdays, yeah. So
Yeah.
we will see you Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Sorry, I was thinking for us recording wise.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe
So
we'll
be
change.
back, but you won't hear us until then.
Yeah. Unless I get notions for some reason, but no, we'll try. Everything should be going back to normal for a couple of weeks at least, so we'll try and keep the time slots.
Yeah.
As you've come to know and love them. So, take care of yourselves, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in.
Happy time zone.
Happy time zone indeed, and see you all soon. Much love and bye.
Bye. Ah. Yeah.